Hello and welcome to Beautiful Gems. I'm your host, Charmaine. Thank you for joining me today. This podcast is all about the answers we hold inside. It is meant to serve as a self-exploration guide into your spiritual, mental, emotional, and physical transformation. Feeling spiritually stuck? Imagine feeling spiritually free. Listening to negative tapes playing in your head? Take back your inner voice. Trudging through emotionally muddied waters? Find ease in emotionally clear waters. What do you do with all of this inner work? Well, bring it into physical manifestation. These areas may seem like tall orders to deliver on, and they are. But the truth is, you are the one who has to do the work. Through honest self-evaluation and aligned actions, transformation happens. If you are interested in being you to the fullest, keep listening for information to help you along your way. I will share both spiritual and scientific information, along with my insights and experiences surrounding topics like intuition, empathy, depression, mental health, and relationship with God, to name a few. On a special note, many of these podcasts will be geared towards Black people. I feel that this is a special time in our history where deep-rooted traumas will be healed. This podcast is meant to be a part of that trauma and healing work. However, anyone is welcome to listen and learn. This will be a solo podcast for now, but I see special guests popping by in the future. So why the name Beautiful Gems? It's an acronym for 3 generations of women in my family. The name is also likened to actual gems or gemstones, referencing our inner beauty. Let me explain a bit about the science behind gems. Gems form from minerals deep within the layers of the earth. These minerals require time, pressure, and the 4 elements of fire, air, water, earth to form unique gems. It is only under specific combinations of these conditions that each type of gemstone forms. Let's take diamonds, for example. The layers of the earth from inside out are the core, the mantle, and the crust. Diamonds form inside the second layer, the Earth's mantle, where it is solid rock. Magma from the core of the Earth, the first layer, melts through the mantle, carrying the diamonds up. As the magma moves past the mantle, it hits the Earth's crust. When it encounters a weak spot in the crust, it explodes through to the surface, carrying the magma filled with diamonds. After it cools, it leaves this diamond deposit inside hard rock where people can find it. In general, gem deposits can be found in hard rock underground or soft rock towards the surface of the earth. The type of environment the gem is found in dictates the type of gem you will find. The elements containing these gems will move or erode rock with time inside the layers of the earth. When mining these gemstones, they can be retrieved in several ways. There's underground mining, where tunnels and shafts are created. Open pit mining, digging to find what lies near the surface. And then there's river digging. You may have seen an old movie before where they're panning for gold. It's the same method used to find gemstones in riverbeds. Now, how are gemstones refined? Interestingly, refinement is called treatment by gemologists. Most of us are familiar with cutting and polishing, right? Well, not only do gem treatment shape and shine gems, they sometimes change the total physical appearance to make them more appealing. To name a few of the treatments, coating the surface, bleaching, dyeing, heating, filling in fractures, or impregnating porous gems. For example, jade is naturally darker in color. It is usually bleached and impregnated with filler to lighten and smooth it out. Okay. So why did I go through this exercise? I believe that every single one of us has gems to mine and refine so that we can uniquely, you guessed it, shine. Our lives from conception to now are like the elements, creating, moving, and shaping the conditions for these gems to form. This is God's work. You see, we are valuable from the moment we are formed. Our worth is intrinsic because we are born with gems. Gems from our ancestral bloodline, our unique talents, gifts, and abilities that God blessed us with for His purpose. As we go through life, new gems are formed through experiences from both our inner and outer worlds. Our work is to treasure hunt and find these gems. If we are willing, God provides us with the tools, guidance, and help we need to succeed along the way. This comes with self-discovery, self-awareness, honest self-evaluation, radical self-acceptance, and non-judgment of self. Guides appear in various forms. Our internal guide is intuition, an inner knowing, which I believe is a direct link to God. External guides in the physical world may come through family, friends, teachers, coaches, books, videos, and so on. In the spiritual world, they can come through as angels or ancestors, for example. We refine these gems by taking action to treat and transform them. We do this through methods like trauma work and shadow work to integrate the light and dark aspects of the soul. Through spiritual work, communing with God, through prayer and meditation, through changing our diet and exercising, or through working with various types of healers. Our aim here is to heal and/or grow, which results in healthy self-transformation. Now to shine. Part of the journey is to find our shine. Every gem shines under different conditions. Some of our gems will shine without apology, no matter where we go or what we do. Other gems require the right settings. Yes, that pun was intended, so that they can shine their brightest. For example, think of your favorite celebrity. Got it? Let's imagine they never put themselves in the public eye. You would not be able to enjoy their shine. A very popular preacher said that our gifts are not for us, they are for others. This is the most fascinating part of the process. After all the work you put in to mine, shine, and refine, it is not only for your benefit, but for the benefit of all. You get to be beautiful, and others get to see your beauty. Essentially, you are a collection of beautiful gems. So, this is about you and what you're willing to do to reveal the beauty of your unique soul. Only you know you have the key, connection to source, to God. It is important to note that this process is constant. We are all an individual mix of gems waiting to be discovered and displayed. I'm continuously going through the process just like you. I have communed with God, learned from others, used different tools, read books, etc. All in an effort to see, accept, and reveal my true self. I have not arrived, and as I understand it now, it is an evolution of my soul, an unfolding. This podcast is a part of my process. I have been waiting on the sidelines for years to help guide, teach, and heal others publicly. I kept waiting until I was ready. That moment never came. Why? Because it's a process. I had to realize my value right where I'm at, not in a state of perfection. As my homie says, that's boring. You'll meet her later. But from an imperfect place of unconditional self-love. And I'm growing, still growing in that area. As I do, I will do my best to be brave and share my strengths and weaknesses with you. I especially look forward to hearing from you. Please feel free to follow and DM me at my IG page, Beautiful JEMMs. I will also leave this information in the comments below. As you can see in your mind's eye, every step of this process takes work. Even though we are going to be tackling some hard issues, I want to prepare you first by putting on your gear, if you will. For going out there and being brave enough to mine, I would advise you to put on self-love, self-compassion, understanding, and non-judgment of self, to name a few. Religion usually teaches us to have these things for other people. You're not really taught, at least I wasn't, outside of my parent, to have self-compassion. So this is very key. We don't want to go out there to tackle hard issues and have no compassion for ourselves. Because in my experience, you will hurt yourself. And that is not the point of this exercise. The point of the exercise is to be healed. I know this because I have done both. I have experienced the extremes of self-hatred and of self-compassion. I realized that all of the positive self-talk, affirmations, therapy, reading, and journaling in the world will not help if you do not have self-compassion. However, take heart. If you have trouble in this area, prayer does work if you're willing to receive the answers that you are being given. This was a powerful tool I used to open my eyes. Many times I resisted, but y'all already know. If you don't listen, you'll just keep receiving the same message or lesson over and over again. First it's a whisper, then it's a tap, then it's a knock, and then it's a rock. And I'm sure I don't need to go on. And as my Nana used to say, a hard head makes a soft behind. So let's skip all of that and self-protect in a healthy way. The next few podcasts will surround the self-protecting gear you need to mine your beautiful gems. As for the format of the podcast, so you know what to expect, I will do my best to keep it between 15 to 30 minutes, give or take. Our time is valuable. I want you to be able to take in small amounts of what you need to digest it and make it work for you. This intro podcast is more formal and scripted by me because I wanted my audience to truly understand the journey they are embarking on of self-transformation. Moving forward, the podcast structure will contain more spontaneous, informal speaking than scripted speaking. I'm finding my podcast legs, so thank you in advance for your support and blessings. I will do my best to keep it interesting, inviting fun and light when I can, but we will be talking about some heavier subjects that may trigger you. Don't worry though, that just means that you struck a gem. With that said, thank you for spending time with me today. I pray that you build your relationship with God, love yourself unconditionally, and put in the work to mine, refine, and shine those gems.